Thank you very much. Woo. All right, so today I'm just going to talk a little bit about Nano Alberta and what Nano Alberta is, the Alberta Nanotechnology strategy, some of the infrastructure in place, what the landscape is looking like today, and then a little bit about the research and innovation system that has gone through a major overhaul in the past year or so. So first, the Alberta Nanotechnology strategy. Some of you are already aware, others maybe not. It was announced in 2007. It is an industrial strategy, and it really is probably the best articulated and funded strategy of its kind in Canada. The vision was really to put Alberta as a leading contributor in Canada, placing Canada amongst the top 5 nations in the world. And for delivering the nanotechnology strategy, the mission really was focused on putting $20 billion of new economic activity by 2020, a very heady goal, really focused on nano-enabled products and applications specific to industries in energy and environment, which is why we're here today, health technologies, and bioindustries, which includes forestry and agriculture. So, in terms of a strategy overview, we have basically 3 points, and that is to grow and develop a new generation of businesses and entrepreneurs, build and attract, retain a world-class talent pool, and also enhance our technology infrastructure. So $130 million was really split out over the 5-year period into a number of pieces, including the talent programs, an accelerator for doing some very specific work, and then NanoWorks, which I will talk about a little bit in a little bit more detail later, ACAMP, which all of you are becoming familiar with, Nano Alberta as the oversight organization, and then another component for partnerships, outreach, and road mapping activities. If we were to map it out and take a look at the programs and how they fit with respect to the goals, you'll see that we have ACAMP as something that is really key to our technology infrastructure and also for helping to grow and develop that new generation of businesses and entrepreneurs. There are other facilities such as AMIF here in Calgary, NanoFab in Edmonton, also a key piece of infrastructure. Then you have programs such as NanoWorks that are really focused again on that piece of developing the businesses. And then, of course, the talent, which includes the student scholarships and the undergraduate programs. There is science undergrad programs here in Nanotech at the U of C, and then engineering ones at the U of A. And then also focus on recruitment and training. So if I were to look at the value chain, we've tried to look at the complete value chain from research to market entry, and we've said that really what Nano Alberta has to do is make sense of all of that and understand where each program fits in that value chain. What we really want to do is create fundable opportunities at every stage of the game, so that if you are in the fundamental area, you get gated, either it's a success and you don't waste your time on it, or it's a success and you're fundable at the next stage with the end game of attracting that first private dollar. So for each company and each technologist and technology, there is a different pathway, and that's what this is meant to represent. We have the research institutes, we have the National Institute for Nanotechnology, we've got the various open access facilities, and then we have programs such as NanoWorks and the Microsystem Technology Research Initiative. That particular one is really focused on prototyping, proof of concept at the academic level, and then also prototyping for industry. And I think really here is we know that industry can actually play the broad spectrum, and we're really focused on getting that greater engagement. So Alberta Today, if I were to talk about it, we're just going to be releasing in about a month's time an asset map of basically nanotechnology in Alberta. And we say that we have approximately 70 nano or near nano companies in Alberta, and researchers, you're looking at maybe 800 or so, and the public investment over the past 5 or 7 years has been about 500 million, and we're trending at the public investment, and that's really the federal government and the provincial government contributing about $50 million a year to this space. So we estimate that the nano-enabled GDP in Alberta is actually around $800 million, which represents about 0.3% of our overall Alberta GDP. If we look at an industry sector distribution, you'll see that energy and environment actually has the lion's share of activity. And from the nanotech space, you'll find that MEMS and NEMS fabrication is very big, and also the chemical and materials areas, along with diagnostics. So that's a general breakdown of what you see the company activity here in Alberta. As far as NanoWorks goes, this program started approximately 2 years ago, and it's really about bringing industry and academic researchers and technology developers together. It's meant to increase industrial R&D investments in Alberta, and also it's meant to develop market-driven nanotechnology-based products. It also can lend itself to helping to build the talent pool and infrastructure as needed.